Hi everyone, you join me today at Busch Gardens Tampa Bay. I'm looking forward to this. Just got off the bus, about an hour and a half after 2 hours in total. It's a bit frustrating from Orlando, but it is a kind of a long way down the A4. So yeah, I'm here at Busch Gardens Tampa. I'm ready to get on my favourites like Iron Gwazi. You got Chic, I got the new Phoenix Rising for this year, B&M Family Coaster. Look forward to that one. Then what else have we got? We got Falcon Sherry. Hopefully get on that. I've been missing that one the last few times it's been closed. I'm a bit scared for it, but we'll see what that's like if it's opened. We got Montu. How can I forget about Montu? Possibly my favourite B&M Invert. One of the smoothest B&Ms I've ever been on. From my last experience about, was it two years ago? I can't remember, but let's go. It's always great walking up this path, sitting out and going this lift hill. I do see people in the station, so I'm hoping it's just the slow operations that it's famous for. Because I didn't see one going down the lift as I got into the park. So famous that front entrance, isn't it? I never did the original Gwazi. Apparently heard it was really bad, but luckily we've got a massive RM City hybrid hyper coaster. I can't wait for that death roll in that overbank. Oh yes, fantastic. Look at it. Amazing. Let's get going. We've got to put stuff in the locker. I will be able to take you on ride, luckily, which is good. I'm really hoping the operations aren't bad. This dispatch one though, so let's get going. Iron Gwazi. Probably walk on. And when they say walk on, I mean to get to the station. Yeah, 5 minutes it says. That looks good. That's incredible, what a start to the day. It said 5 minutes, but it's a bit more like 10 to 15. It looks very quick when you get in the station, but it's not. It's 2 to 3 minute dispatches at best. I think 3.5 minutes was the the slowest dispatch I saw. I waited for the front one there for the PV. I don't know what the quality is like, so you have to tell me what you think of it, but yeah, I got a front row PV to start the day. Normally I go for the back row, so I'll do that later on, but I've decided to go around the park and do all the other rides, so I can make sure I get them in, because you've only got till 5 PM today, so that's not that good, but it should be enough to get all the rides in. But yeah, Iron Gwazi is fantastic. That drop at the front is incredible. It takes the top of the lift so slow over the crest, and you're looking down to over 200 feet with all the track below you. Just amazing. You don't get much airtime on that ride, but the elements do really hit well. You got the death drop. I think it's like a barrel down drop is the official name. I can't remember the exact name. Then you got the outer bank over the station. You got all the nice twists and turns. They're very sharp. I do love that, but there's not much air time. I'll need to try again at the back because I can't remember what the air time's like there. So yeah, incredible start to the day. Probably do Chic next. I don't know, let's see. I changed my mind and got something to eat instead. This is just to the right of Iron Gwazi's entrance, so I thought, oh, might as well go and do Montu and Cobra's Curse in that little corner of the park. So yeah, it's a nice dinner, not a nice lunch, sorry. I've got the all-day dining plan, which is transferred from SeaWorld, which is pretty nice. It's very cheap actually, so I thought, why not? It's included in the ticket package I got. But I think it was about £160 for a day at each at SeaWorld Orlando and Busch Gardens Tampa, plus the all-day dining at each. So yeah, I thought that was pretty good. You could spend that on one ticket at one of the Disney parks. So yeah, on to the next ride. Yeah, I can see cheetah hunting in the background there. And I think there might be some alligators or crocodiles here. I can't remember. Been a couple of years, I think. Yeah, look at that structure that I've got. A cheetah hunt. I can't wait to get back on that. Yes, he's got over-the-shoulder restraints, and it's LSM, but it's still so much fun going around that structure, isn't it? Going over the animal area. We've got those nice S-buttons. I quite like the S-buttons on this coaster. I'm first going to get to Montu, which is possibly my favourite invert in the world. Possibly. I've done Reborn this year, and this one, the last time I did this one, it was very smooth. Not cheetah hunt, I mean Montu. Yeah. A bit of a long walk over to that area, but it's actually, I lied. Just round the corner at the entrance. I think you can go left for cheetah hunt. Is it left for cheetah hunt? I still get confused. I can't get over that structure though. It's so iconic though, isn't it, with Busch Gardens? Cobra's Curse is down. Just walked past the entrance and saw people leaving, so I figured it's down, and the staff member said yes, so I think it was testing one there. Either that or it was cycling around to get them back in the station, but here we are, I'm on to. Look at that track. It's been repainted for the it's been like this for the last few years I think, but it's so fresh. It doesn't look worn at all. Just look at it, it's such a beast, so iconic. Look at that. Look at that vertical lip, it's gigantic. Great. Oh, here it comes. Oh no. That's Cobra's Curse. I thought I was here and the lift it we can get H for Montu. It's so loud. Why is the lift hill for Cobra's Curse so loud? Anyway, I've not seen it go round for a few minutes, so let's hope this is open still. Okay, I'm going to start with the operations. They're atrocious. They're only on one train at the moment on Montu. The station's not even full when I initially got on there, but they made it full by slowing it down. Their procedures, I've noticed, even on Iron Gwazi, they do like extra checks for different things, and it's just the procedures they don't need to do that other parks are not doing. It speeds things up by not doing too much on the station. You don't need to double check things, you don't need to do all that stuff. Just one check and they'll be fine. But that ride is world class. If that was another park with fantastic operations, with Cobra's Curse lift at the background, I can't hear myself think. If that was another park, I don't know. I really don't know if that would be even better, I think, because it's world class as it is. All the elements hit it, all the inversions. You got the Immelman behind me, you got the loop to my left, to my right. And yeah, it looks great as well, doesn't it? It looks fantastic with the yellow and blue. It makes a little B&M roar. It's ultra smooth, very intense, and overall a world-class ride. But the operations are poor. One train. I get it, the park's quiet, but the station fills up so quickly when there's only one train and with the procedures they got for loading. So yeah, incredible ride, but poor operations. It's pretty standard, they say, for old Busch Gardens. It's such a shame about the operations, because I do love that coaster. It does knock it down a peg though from the other rides. Probably still my favourite Invert, but it's just you're sitting there on the station platform or sitting in the seat, all locked and checked, but it's taken forever to dispatch. You got to do platform clear, etc. No other parks apart from the SeaWorld and Busch Gardens do that as far as I know, at least the ones I've been to. But just look at the structure. It looks epic. It rides epic, like I said. And yeah, it's just a shame it's here, because Busch Gardens Tampa looks really good, it's beautiful, but it's run very poorly, and I'm going to be honest about that. I've been here on previous visits, I'm not just saying after 2 rides. It's been like that every visit I've been on. I remember when I came last time, Sheikah was only on 1 train, 1 or 2 trains. That was bad as well, so I think Cobra's Curse is just reopened. That loud lift what you probably heard in previous clips is from there. I didn't realise it was that loud. Yeah, let's go and ride Cobra's Curse. I think this is walk on, because I did see people going round. Yeah, that's the left hill, making that racket. Let's go on. I'll be able to get some shots of the queue this time, because I think you take your stuff on with you. Here we are in the queue then. Some lovely music. They do know how to theme, don't they? Yeah, I think it's United Parks. I don't think they're called now officially. At least on the stock exchange anyway. Danger inside. I like how they're advertising quick queue everywhere. Just people still use it on days like this. It's a weekday on a Tuesday. It's never busy on a Tuesday, from my experience. Even on this Sunday up there, it's not been that busy. See all this car pattern is skipped? Oh, look, some more details. You didn't miss much in the Montu queue line. Just a couple of switchbacks and you're in the station. And that AC is absolutely fantastic. Ooh, spooky. Oh, this AC is so nice. Which way do I walk? Oh, left. Look at that. They really know what, they do know what they're doing, don't they, with theming. They're very good at that. Is there a real one in there? I thought that might be an exhibit. Never really noticed before. Yeah, I could stay here all day with the AC. It's fantastic. I'm going to get a lot of hate for this, but I find Cobra's Curse pretty boring. Yeah, I've said it, it's pretty boring. It does have that quirky lift hill, but that's kind of a gimmick really. You don't see it in many places, and there's not much audio around that now either. You get a bit up there just as you leave the lift, and then a bit just as you end, and a couple of bits here and there, but I would like more audio around the layout. And it's a bit shaky. You've got that, it's not rough or uncomfortable, but it's got that max shake, if you know what I mean. You get on most max, but it's just pretty boring. There's not enough spinning. You do a backwards section and a forward section and a spinning section, but it's just not good enough of it, I don't think. It looks fantastic off-ride. The theming looks amazing, but yeah, as a ride experience, it's not good, so it's not a complete package, I'm afraid. And you can't get much for great off-road footage with this coaster and Montu because the operations are so slow. They've only got 2 trains on this one and only 1 train on Montu. So I'm going to go to the other rides in the park. I know Phoenix Rising's only got 1 train by design, which is a shame really, but yeah, really disappointing operations wise, and that ride was quite poor, so Montu and Iron Gwazi world class. But this, not so much, and I'm probably going to get a load of flack for that, but oh well. Something else I've also noticed as well is the staff members are quite aggressive. And I don't know, it's not in a good way either. They just seem very, I asked for a front row, there's no queue at all, and then you had to wait to the side, but it's just, I get it, I shouldn't have to expect a front row allocation, but I'm trying to get good footage, and they allow GoPros, so I'm not sure how that GoPro footage came out there because I was right at the back. But yeah, they just seem aggressive and not in a good way. I get it, I'm not going to say it, but you know what I'm about to say about how it's run and what the staff are motivated. But they're probably very nice people. Probably very nice people outside this park. It's just a shame such a beautiful place is run so poorly. Again, I don't have a business degree or whatever, but even I and a lot of other people can see it needs some improvements. You've got a visually stunning theme park. And yeah, the operations are poor. Most other parks have more trains on. You'd think with SeaWorld and Busch Gardens, with the capital behind them, that they would run more than 1 train. Yeah, I think the Cedar Fair parks would be. Remember people, keep yourself hydrated. I felt knackered coming off that ride on Kirby's Curse. Making my way around to Pantopia. I've not seen Falcon Fury running yet. I may check the animals there, but because I've got limited time with the shuttle leaving, bang on 5:15, I thought I might as well just get around all the coasters. I walk past Cheetah Hunt, because that's not priority. I need to get Phoenix Rising and maybe Falcon Fury if it opens. Yeah, some nice little touches around here, a little bit of theming. I think it says the Natal River Canoe Outpost. See, they do it really well, don't they? They do theming and landscaping great. There's some sort of aquarium. A lot of these places I don't spend a lot of time when I visit Busch Gardens Tampa, but it looks stunning. I do have a cheetah area right by cheetahs and I walk past. Yeah, we may come back to this later on, but we've got other priorities. I'm being spited again, aren't I? Every visit I've been on has been closed. Here we go, here's that dreadful message. We don't like seeing that at all. It's a shame, it's got such a unique, it's just such a unique tower, isn't it? Such a unique ride. Over 300 feet tall. You go onto your belly at the top, face 300 feet down. I was terrified of going on there, but I wanted to do it anyway. But anyway, you got the new Phoenix Rising next to it, B&M family coaster. They did have Sun Serpent in this location, which is just a bog standing, well, but I did get that credit. But this one only runs on 1 train because of the layout. The brake run is not long enough, I don't think. So it looks beautiful. It's just a shame about that fence going around it. It's quite high for that last turn. That last little bit of helix. Yeah, I love that colour of blue. See the running rails? I don't know if you can see it. Is that, they already worn down already? Looks fantastic. I'm probably going to have to wait a long while for this, even if it doesn't look it, because it's only on 1 train. Yep, family coaster, new B&M family coaster. I did penguin check the other day, but this is the inverted model. Obviously it doesn't go upside down because it's more oriented to families. But I do love the look of the area. It fits Pantopia perfectly. The logo as well. The colours, the logo. Absolutely amazing. It says 5 minutes. Don't believe a word of that. Yeah, that's an amazing logo. Fantastic job, design team. Just a quick look before I go into the kit. I just about entered it and then I forgot. I walked past the restraint. This is the new style of the B&M restraint. I think it's similar on Penguin track. Very comfortable. B&M are normally very good with restraints. I've only just seen it dispatch once, so yeah, not very good operations wise. And with how they run the rides anyway, it's not going to be good, is it? You don't have to be an expert to know that, so I've just obviously realised as well I've got to put my stuff in the locker. I thought the lockers would have been closer to the ride entrance, but they're not. They're around here. Right back where Falcon Fury is. Ah, damn it, please open. It's not going to open, is it? It's so temperamental. Wish Intamin would do something about that. I don't know if they've discontinued that model or not, but it looks epic off-road. Yep, I got the all-day locker, so it's about $12. I don't like doing this, but it is what it is, you have to do it. Such a shame really, because that's a nice solid family coaster by B&M, but it's way too short though, and there's only on one train. It feels sort of wrong, doesn't it, having a B&M on one train? It may not be one of the highest thrill coasters, well, one with the highest thrill, but maybe they could have done something with the layout to create a longer brake run, because when you get into the brake run, you kind of only really slow down when you get into the station. It's not like the Vekoma style, but you still kind of roll in when you get in there with some speed. So yeah, you got that. The rest of the layout's fine. You got like the drop, there's a right turn on the left, probably about 80 feet if I had to guess. I'm not had a look, but then you go down the drop. It's like a little drop. Then you turn to the right, do a couple of swoops, like an overbank over the entrances you saw on the off-road shots. Then a few twists and turns. It's kind of a half helix, I think it is, and then back into the brake run. Very short ride. It's okay. It's alright. It's a fun ride, but the operations are abysmal. They're absolutely abysmal. I hope the part don't mind me saying that, if that kind of makes sense, because it is. It's atrocious. It shouldn't be like that. To start, a park like Busch Gardens Tampa should have rides on minimum of 2 trains, even on the these busy times. And when you've got a ride that's designed to be 1 train, and it's a B&M, it's not very good. B&Ms are normally capacity monsters, no matter what form they're in. And combine bad operations with a ride like that that's designed for 1 train, it's not very good. I love the logo, I love the colour scheme, I love the blue track, and that's all fantastic. And you've got some lovely landscaping around the area, it looks fantastic, but the rest of it I'm not a massive fan of. It's a bit boring. I think this part here is more a full helix. I couldn't really tell really from my front when I got into the kitty, but I think it's a big normal helix. I was gutted when the Scorpion was closed. I thought I might be able to get a ride on it. I didn't actually realise they had a plan for this in the future, but yeah, they're closing it. I think it was right at the start of September, so just before I arrived in Florida. It's a classic Schwarzkopf, isn't it? So intense, I find these. One inversion. It's not the best thrill ride ever, but it's a classic, and I appreciate that. And it's quite smooth, really, for his age. I think he's over 30 years old. Don't take that to the bank, that fact, but yeah, it looks very good off-ride. Just a classic Schwarzkopf. It's a shame, really good. Wanted to get one last ride on that. I was hoping to anyway, because they're a dying breed as well. Like the Intamin hydraulics. And these as well, these drop towers. Keep getting spited with those. Come on, Intamin, sort those out. I don't know if that's a Busch Gardens maintenance photo or not, but is there a future for falcon sherry? If you've got a scorpion next to it that's going, and you open that little bit of Pantopia up, maybe there's a flat ride in there, maybe a small coaster. But with Busch Gardens, I want them to get a bigger coaster. But they also need to improve their operations. If they want to get a Giga, which I'd love to see them have, because that'd be great around the edge of the park, they'd have to improve their operations, really do. Because I don't want a slow moving line for a Giga. They're traditionally a monster of a capacity. So yeah, everyone wants a Giga for this park, but first they have to improve how they run the park. I'm just being honest, it has to be like that. I did see this board on social media, 11 till 4 for Cumber. Why the hell are they doing that? And you can hear that loud B&M roar in the background. This is another classic. I heard people say, it's so loud. I'm so glad it's still got the roar. I can hardly think I'm hear myself think. Yeah, it's a classic ride this is. I hope they retrack it. A lot of people have been saying that. It would be good if they retrack it. It's so loud. It's so loud. You got the 2 corkscrews there. And again, you have to put stuff in the lockers. I'll try and get some off-road shots. It's quite hard for some of the rides. So yeah, off to use the lockers. It's a shame you have to pay for them still, but it is what it is. You know what, that was the big surprise of the day, that was. Cumber was absolutely brilliant. They ride so well. I can't remember it being that smooth. I don't know if it's just because it's on one train and that's a good train, but I actually really enjoyed that. I had a smile on my face the entire way around, and yeah, just generally enjoyed myself on that. So yeah, trying to find a good spot to record this, but the lighting is not great in some space, a lot of areas. The sun is too bright, so yeah, it's very, very, very good. Smile on my face, loved it, all the elements hit well. You got the vertical loop that goes around the lift hill, you got the interlocking corkscrew, you got the cobra roll, very intense, very smooth, really enjoyed that. Normally I don't enjoy the really intense B&Ms as much as other rides, but that one was absolutely brilliant. Oh dear, we have a closure at Congo River Rapids. Admittedly you don't get that wet on this one anyway, but it's a hot day. Right at the end of summer, and you got a water ride closed. Not a good look really, is it? You really should try and keep those water rides open. No matter where you get on them, it's just not good, is it? But yeah, I got quite a few coasters to go through. Yeah, I got Tigress, Shikra. In fact, it's actually not that many. You got Tigress and Shikra, the only ones I can remember. You got Stanley River. Is it the Stanley River Flume? I've never done it before, admittedly. So you got a Chick-fil-A here. It's a very nice landscape park, well themed. It's such a shame about the operations that, again, Cumbria was on one train. Admittedly, they're getting the trains out as fast as they can on that one. I noticed it's a little bit better on there, but that's not good, is it? Just look at this. It looks brilliant, doesn't it? That waterfall over there. It's such a shame. Is it the management? I have no idea. Then you got Tigress over there. Skyrocket, Premier Skyrocket. It has got the comfort collars on. It's such a shame that is, because Icebreaker that I did at SeaWorld the other day had just a lap bar. They just introduced that, and they're absolutely brilliant. It's such a better ride without it. Yeah, this is a fun ride, don't get me wrong, because they're not actually that tight. They're just awkward to get into. The trains are a bit restricted. Stanley Falls Flume is open. That's fantastic to see. They've still got at least one water ride open. This was not shut down, but it was down for maintenance last time I was here. It doesn't look like it get too wet on the main drop there. And the water looks pretty clean, so I'm pleased about that. That'll be a first ride for me. Let's go and give it a go, shall we? Stanley Falls Flume, I'll be able to take you on board. The GoPro can put over the water, can't it? So Tigress is right down there to the right through the trees. Then you got Shikra down here. But I'm just going to go and see what the queue like is for Stanley Falls. I'll try and do it, maybe not straight away. I am planning to do it now, unless the queue's really long. But Shikra, last time I was here, the operations on that, as you can expect, were atrocious. Despite the number of people here, there was hardly anyone. But yeah, I think the entrance is down here, I'm not sure. Yeah, it is. It's a bit of a weird spot for the entrance. There's the exit on the left. Yeah, there's a bit Howley Scream decoration, never done that. It's a shame, because I'd do that if they had like a shuttle, like they do for the main park days. Yeah, you gotta go and leave stuff in there. I'll take you on board with the GoPro, so that should be alright. Seat you on board. Well, that was a soaker. I really love Stanley Falls Flume. It isn't really themed around the ride. You got a few trees here and there, some nice landscape in between the turns, but it doesn't need to be too themed, I don't think. It's kind of the trough. It's a bog standard log flume kind of, but it seems like it's a custom layout. You got two drops. It is stacking on the main drop there, which is a shame. It's all free flowing, one log at a time up until that point. And then it properly stops every time one goes down the drop, just to allow operations to go. But yeah, about 15 minutes away for that. Fairly solid log flume. I quite enjoyed it. You get very wet, but only on this last drop. So yeah, fairly solid. Can't believe I've never done that before. Maybe because it's been closed. And here we have Shikra right next door to the log flume. I think he's on a low weight, or they may be on limited capacity like all the other rides here. At least it was last time I was here. So I've not had great experiences with Shikra in terms of operations, but it's a fairly good dive coaster. It's not one of my favourites. I've been on a number of them now. I think there's one up the top there. I can't tell. I'm not sure. Is there one around there? I'm not sure. But yeah, let's go and have a ride on Shikra. I can take you along for this one. Yeah, the operations are very slow. I thought I heard one going up the lift. But yeah, Shikra time. I really enjoy Shikra. It's a classic, isn't it? I think it's somewhere around 2005. Might have got that fact wrong, but 200 odd 50, very good ride. I love the look of it. It's so photogenic, isn't it, on the skyline on the Busch Gardens Tampa. It's really smooth, it rides very well. You can actually get a pop of airtime around there, actually, I noticed. I never noticed that before, but it's fairly good. And then you got that turn into the water splash, and it's an actual water splash. I'll try and show you in a minute. People do actually get wet, because it's quite funny. Yeah. Overall, very good dive coaster. It's quite short, as you would expect, and it makes that noise. It's a very good coaster, Shikra. I might have another go if I've got time, but I've still got a couple of things I want to do, plus Iron Gwazi again. So yeah, Shikra, great ride. I think Tigris is the last ride of the day for me. Oh, not the last ride of the day, but the last ride I needed to do. It's an impressive structure, these Premier Skyrockets. I don't mind them, I think they're quite fun. But a lot of people don't like the trains, me included. If they don't just have lap bars and they have the comfort collars, they can be a bit of a faff to get into. I don't necessarily find them that tight or anything or restrictive once you're on there. But getting into the, getting your legs into the trains can be quite awkward. They are quite fun. I do find when I went on these, I've been on one at Busch Gardens Williamsburg as well. It is quite fun because you lean into restraints on the upside down portions, which makes it really fun. So yeah, let's go on Tigris. It says 5-minute wait. I don't believe 5-minute wait, but it could be. That's really fun, Tigris. It's a bit of a pain in the butt to get into the trains, like I mentioned. Even me, I'm not exactly a bigger person, I'm quite a thin person. Put a bit of weight on mine, but yeah. Quite a thin person, trying to get into that seat is still a struggle. You go in, you're trying to contort yourself into the restraints, it's not good, is it? Even with just lap bar on Icebreaker at Seaward Orlando, that's not great either. So yeah, it's a fairly fun ride. I like how you lean into the restraints in moments. I like those little pops of air times, not that good. And overall, it's a good ride to look at off-ride. I love the launches. You go forward and then backwards, and you go. I love the twist at the top really slowly. Yeah, fairly solid ride. I probably would ride it again if it wasn't so hot and I didn't feel like I do at the moment. I'm a bit exhausted, so I'm not even lapping out in Gwazi and all the other rides because the operations aren't great, and I'm a bit exhausted, so I'm having a little break between each ride and going from there. So I'm going to try and get one last ride on Iron Gwazi, then I'm going to call it a day and go back to the shuttle. Yay, they have flamingos like SeaWorld Orlando. They're squeaking at me though. It's nice to see the animals, isn't it? I've not looked at anything else other than the big thrill ride so far today. I've just not had time. It's been exhausting all day, like I mentioned. I'm not rushing around Treats One, I'm doing one per ride. I'm missing out on Cheer Hunt and Etic Rover, but I've done Cheer Hunt before. I just want to get one last ride on Iron Gwazi on the back row. I want to take you on board for that one. I don't know how much you're going to be able to see, but I love the back row on that thing. The front row earlier was absolutely great, but for me on RMCs, at least most of the RMCs I've been on, I think it might be the back row, or indeed actually all of them are a back row ride for me. You get chucked over the top more. It's the same with most other coasters like Hyperion, the big thrill rides like that. It takes you over the top more and it drags you through the layout more. More negative GEs really is what I like. Airtime. You don't get as much airtime on this as you do on stealth engines, which is why I don't rate it as highly. But this is near the top of my ranking. It's just not a number one. So yeah, let's get a ride on there. We should have time to get on there. Probably got about 40 minutes before I got to get near the bus stop. You can probably tell I'm exhausted. It's very hot, there's hardly any cooling fans around, hardly any AC around. Oh, there it is in the buildings, but hardly any open. Loads of food and drink places closed. But yeah, you can see that the scare zone set up around the park. We're not showing too much of that. One year I will do that event, but I don't see what on this trip, and I'll do it now. So here we go, Iron Gwazi to finish the day, back row ride. Hopefully anyway. They did have a badger earlier, but they were just letting you go wherever I think. So 15 minutes I think it is. That's actually quite a rare sight to see on 15 minutes. They were having 2 to 4 minute cycles earlier, operations. But yeah, I've not seen the 5 minute plus that I've been hearing on social media about. So yeah, let's go and have a ride on Iron Gwazi, shall we, to finish the day. You can't get very many good angles of this coaster from off-ride. It's a shame really. There we go, my day ended at Busch Gardens Tampa Bay. I've had a really good day despite the operations. Talking of operations, most rides are running on one train. Only a couple are running on two. At least from what I remember anyway, Iron Gwazi and Shikra. All the rest are running on one. Well, the Skyrocket Tigris, I can only run on one, can't I really, unless you have a turntable system. So that's alright, that's acceptable. But in general, most of them running on one train, and the operation procedures are slow anyway. They do a couple of extra things. They scan the platform, on some rides they do 2 checks. You don't need to do that. Do the seatbelt and restraints at the same time. I know it's like a SeaWorld wide, or United, whatever they call now, policy, it looks like, but it's a bit disappointing really for a park like this, Busch Gardens. It's the same with SeaWorld Orlando. They got all these top class, world class rides like Montu, Iron Gwazi, which was absolutely incredible today. But yeah, it's a shame really. I can't see them getting a gig if they're just going to run it like they do the Ever rides. The rides I've had on Iron Gwazi, the one that I just had in the background now, which has been absolutely amazing. I was warming up so much during the day. I had a hell of a time on there, hand it up, trying to get a good footage for you. I can't promise the quality is going to be great, but back row is absolutely crazy after it's warmed up. The air time and the movements, the snappy elements, the outer bank, the death drop, whatever it's called. I probably got that wrong. It's been an absolutely great day despite the operations. There's so much potential at this park, but maybe they'll change, I don't know. But thanks for watching and I'll see you soon.